Hi everyone, my name is Illyanna, and today I'm going to share with you my 5 best tips for saving money when booking your EF Ultimate Break trip. So you finally decided to book your first EF Ultimate Break trip. First of all, congratulations, because this is a huge investment, but the amount of growth and adventure and fun that you're going to have, I hope you find it truly worth it as I have. Sometimes the price tag can be a little bit of a sticker shock for some people, especially when convincing your friends to come along with you. But I'm going to share 5 tips for you today to help you save a little extra money, and hopefully you can use this to convince your friends to join you too. Tip number 1, make sure to book early. The earlier you book, the smaller your monthly payments will be. So if I'm booking a trip right now for a year and a half from now, you get to decide whether you want your payments to be every 2 weeks or monthly. And depending on how far out you choose to book and the type of payment plan you decide, your monthly payments will be even smaller. That being said, my tip number 2 is to put as big of a down payment down as possible. I remember saving for my first EF Ultimate Break trip. It was about 10 years ago, which is so crazy. I was still in college. And I knew I wanted to at least pay 50% of my down payment out of the gate. That to me was just a big chunk of what I was willing to spend at the time. One, it made me commit to I'm doing this. And while I'd originally booked alone, I actually eventually convinced 2 other friends to come with me. That was kind of me securing to myself, girl, you're going and you're investing in this, so let's just do it. So when you've put down a large down payment, then essentially your bi-weekly payments and monthly payments are even smaller. Tip number 3 is you need to really decide if this is something that you're willing to commit to, and that might mean having to save in your daily life. You don't need new outfits for every single trip you go on, which the past 3 trips that I've been on, I specifically have not bought new clothing because I knew that I wanted to spend money while on tour. And I did a huge closet overhaul, literally took out so many things that I don't wear anymore, mix and match new outfits, used TikTok and Instagram to find some inspiration, and truly built a new wardrobe based on things that I already had. I refused to buy any new clothing for my trip. That's gonna be hard for some of y'all to hear, but sometimes it has to be done. Quit getting that daily coffee. You don't have to go out with your friends every night of the weekend. There's different ways for you to budget what's important to you. For me, this currently comes in the form of side hustles. I'm a full-time teacher, but I also do a tutoring job outside. I coach and I work at a salon. So I have 3 outside jobs that I'm kind of getting some income from as well. And all of the money for my side jobs, besides teaching, are ones that go into being able to save for travel. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, but I promise you in the end, it's gonna be worth it. That might even mean creating a new account for you to have money direct deposited into that you just do not touch. I recently have been using an app called Acorns, which, don't worry guys, I'm not sponsored. But there are 2 features in this app that I really like. One, there's a feature called recurring deposit where I can set an amount to be deposited into my Acorns account every week. I choose Fridays because that just tends to be my paydays, but I do every Friday instead of every other. And then it deposits the same money from my checking account into the Acorns app. The second is called roundups. So any single time I use my debit card to pay for something, it'll round up to the nearest dollar and deposit that into my Acorns account. It's similar to when you used to use a piggy bank to collect your extra change. But it's nice because I'll just log into my Acorns app every now and then and be like, oh my God, I've saved so much money and I haven't even really done anything. If you want a referral code for the Acorns app, it is in the description below and we'll both earn some extra cash. Number 4 is to look out for any sales or promotions going on. So EF around the clock has different sales that happen throughout the year. The most famous one is the Black Friday sale in November. Then there's usually a semi-annual sale and a summer sale. So there's probably 3 that you're guaranteed every year. And then a few different random ones that just pop up. Not every discount or promotion is a sale. Some of them will be things like only a $50 down payment or $1,000 off a trip. They just kind of vary depending on the time of the year that you're booking. But definitely if you're deciding to book, keep an eye out for what they're offering. And some deals you just truly can't pass up. While you're looking for sales, be specific about the dates that you want to go. Some of us, like me, who's a teacher, I have a pretty set schedule. So I know when my spring break, fall break, winter break, and summer breaks are. So I have to book around those specific dates. But if you work in an environment or you are somebody that has a flexible schedule, look at the varying dates. Some dates are more discounted than others. For example, September tends to be a time where trips are a little cheaper. February tends to be a time when trips are a little cheaper, just because not as many people are traveling in that time. Combining those dates with any sales going on are going to be your best bet for saving money. And finally, my tip number 5 is to use an ambassador code. I'm an ambassador with EF Ultimate Break, so I have a code that's Illyanna 100, and that'll help you get an extra $100 off if you are booking your first trip. That code can also be stacked on top of any deals or promotions going on the website currently. The downside to using my ambassador code is you can only use it if you're booking your first trip. So if this is not your first EF Ultimate Break trip, you should use your repeat code, and depending on how many trips you've been on, that'll be 150 off, 200, 250, 300. But if you're trying to convince somebody to go and they just want that extra boost of $100 off, you can send them my code UAIllyanna100. With that being said, they have to book with the link in the description below. So using my specific designated link connected with my code is the only way they'll get their $100 off. And again, that code is only for first-time travelers. If you're considering booking with EF Ultimate Break, it has been such an incredible time of my life. I have truly enjoyed the group travel aspect. I love meeting new people. I love not having to plan anything. My job as a teacher means I'm planning for everyone else all the time. So to literally just be able to sign up, pay, and go has been such a blessing. And I've had some of the times of my lives on these trips. So if you're nervous about booking your first trip or have questions on any of the ones I've been to, feel free to comment below and let's connect on other social sites. I'm pretty active on Instagram and TikTok, so go ahead and follow me there. And I would love to see where your travels take you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe as it helps make more videos for you. And maybe we'll even see each other around the world one day. Thanks for watching.